Yeah, did you hear that the new NPTEs in October have video questions? Well, I'm going to give you a sample of one right now where we can go through it. Sounds good? All right, let's go ahead and knock this one out. See if I can get this thing to work here. Boom! ACL reconstruction, let's hit it. It says a patient, 2 weeks, status post, ACL reconstruction, is asked to perform a straight leg raise. Prior to the exercise or starting the exercise, the therapist finds full passive range of motion at the hip, the knee, and the ankle. Which of the following impairments is most likely causing the dysfunction in the video? And you got your answer choices there, and I'll play the video here in a moment. All right, so let's take a look at the video. Here it is. What do you see? Think about it. All right. Videos on the NPTE starting in October of 2022 and later will be about 10 seconds or less. It's kind of like this, what you just saw. Now let's take a look at the question. It says a patient 2 weeks status post ACL reconstruction is asked to perform a straight leg raise. All right, when I'm thinking about straight leg raise, especially if it's in supine, it's literally a straight leg raise. Am I right? Like they're supposed to keep the leg straight, meaning knee is in extension. All right, is everybody with me? Okay. Now it says prior to starting the exercise, the therapist finds full passive range of motion at the hip, the knee, and the ankle. What does that mean to you? Because that's very important here. Full passive range of motion. So that means this patient is able to get full knee extension passively. Now, which of the following impairments is the most likely causing the dysfunction in the video? Well, you have to tell me, what do you see happening in the video? Can you go down in the comment box and let your boy know? What is it? What's happening? What do you see going on here? So for me, I see that the knee should be in full knee extension while doing this, but it's not. I know that this knee does have full passive range of motion into knee extension. However, it's not reaching full knee extension. So what is the most likely cause of that? A, quadriceps inhibition. Is that likely? Go down in the comment box. Let me know. If you don't put your answer down, you do not get the points for this question. All right? Quadriceps inhibition or quadriceps weakness. Would that be a reason why we see what we see in this video? Answer to that is absolutely. Because if the quads are weak, we're likely not going to be able to get full knee extension, but we can still get full passive knee extension. So A, I like it. It fits, but hold on, we're not done yet. Let's take a look at B. B says tight joint capsule. You know, if I go to the knee and I'm like testing the joint mobility and it's tight, is that likely going to cause what I see in the video? The answer to that is yeah, it could. But remember, in the question, it says that the patient has full passive range of motion. So I know it can't be a tight joint capsule, because if so, the patient wouldn't have full passive range of motion. So B cannot be the right answer. Let's take a look at C. Inferior patellofemoral mobility. All right, so this is talk about the patellofemoral joint. Is everybody with me right now? It says inferior, though. I think it's very important for you to understand the glide here. An inferior glide of the patellofemoral joint improves what? Flexion. Superior glide improves extension. So this patient has inferior patellofemoral hypomobility, which means that like this patient is going to have a hard time getting into flexion. No. That's not our problem here. Our problem is diminished ability to get into extension. All right? So C is not likely right. It's completely off. I would see this in somebody who has a problem getting into knee flexion, not knee extension. So C is out. All right, let's take a look at D. D says hamstring contracture. How many of y'all eliminated this answer? Some of y'all like this one, and I see why, because the knee is not getting to full knee extension. I get it. But if the patient truly had a hamstring contracture, we wouldn't see in the question where it says therapist finds full passive range of motion. The patient wouldn't have full passive range of motion if they had a hamstring contracture. Therefore, D cannot be the right answer. leaving us with our final answer today of what, baby? A. Congratulations to those of you who got quadriceps inhibition. Listen up, listen up. This is very important for those of you who want to raise your score. You have stuck scores, your scores are not moving like you want them to. Next week, I'm starting my Raise Your Score challenge. All right, it's starting on Tuesday, September 6th. And it's where every day for 3 days, I'm going to be training people on how to raise their score without studying anymore. It's freaking crazy. If you want to learn more about it, go to npteraise.com. Again, that is www.npteraise.com. All right, y'all. See you on the next one. Let's get it.